Howdy roll. Hey guys, thanks for joining me on my channel today. I am Sarah, also known as the Bhakti Yogini. Our practice today is all about balance. Feeling good and balanced. We'll be doing standing balancing poses, but also breath work, just to have a real yin and yang kind of practice today. If you enjoy practicing yoga on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. I have new classes every single week, and I would love to have you join the Bhakti Life tribe. Hop on your mat and let's get started. Walk to the top of your mat. We'll begin in Tadasana. Big toes together, heels slightly apart. Lift the toes, separate them, and fully plant everything into the ground. We open the palms up to the front of the mat. We take a couple of deep breaths. Draw your shoulder blades down the back. And then using your core strength, let's inhale and lift the right leg up. Knee is bent. Hover that foot. Point the toe. And then slowly take it back behind you, lifting the arms up overhead. We're trying to control our movement down into a high lunge, arms up overhead. Try and stitch the low ribs in. And then we'll use our inhale to lift right back up to where we started. Right knee is bent, lifting up towards the chest. Good, let's do that 2 more times. Control the movement, send it back. Lift the arms up, look towards the sky, and then suck in the belly and return. Right knee bent, lifted towards the chest. 1 more time. Sending it back, using all the control that we can. Inhale, lifting up. We'll exhale and hug the knee into the chest. And exhale, release. Walk it out. Shake it out. Deep breathing. We'll go directly into the other side. So plant that right foot on the ground. Inhale, lift. Left knee is bent at a 90 degree. Point that toe. All the toes, not just the one toe. And then we'll send it back and find our high lunge. Nice and lifted, opening the heart. And slowly with control, we lift back up. Inhale to lift. Exhale, extend back. 1 more time. Inhale and lift up. Exhale. High lunge. Excellent. Inhale and lift up. Exhale. Hug that knee into the chest. And breath here. And as we exhale, release down. Walk it out. Inhale, lift the arms up wide, planting the feet down, and exhale, forward fold. Taking a really gentle take to this forward fold, we can have a bend to the knee. Inhale and lift up, and exhale, step it back to plank. Drop the knees, sit on the heels. Inhale and open the heart wide, bring the hands behind us, and exhale, child's pose. And take 2 deep breaths here. Really firm up in the hands, separating the fingers. We press into them, tuck the toes, and lift up for downward facing dog. Now here we'll try our balance on our hands and feet. We'll lift the right hand off of the ground and look for the outside of the left foot. Come into a little twist here in your downward dog. One more breath here. And return to center, and we'll go directly into the other side. So left hand comes to the outside of the right foot. Deep belly breaths here. And then return to center. Press those hips up. Chest goes back towards the thighs. Then press into the hands. We'll walk forward to find our forward fold again. Now, we bring the hands into prayer, lifting up in the chest. So we come up with a flat back. We'll shift our weight into our left foot, bend that right foot, lifting it off of the ground, and open the hip out to the side. So we bring the right knee out to the right side of the body. And once we're there, we can play with extending the right foot. One more breath here. And exhale, lower down. Lower all the way to forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up. We'll bend the knees deeply, find chair pose. And lift up onto the toes. We'll find our balance here. And as we inhale, staying on the toes, the tippy toes, we lift all the way up, taking the gaze up to the sky. Exhale, bend or lower the heels and find grounding there through the feet. Arms come down to the sides. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. This time, inhale, halfway up. We bring the hands to the heart center in prayer. We shift the weight to the right foot. Lift the left knee towards the chest. Left foot comes off the ground. We send it out to the left side. And maybe we play with extending that left foot. I just need to shimmy since I don't have a lot of room. So left foot out to the side, finding our balance here. Last breath. Exhale to release. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale down. Bend the knees. Inhale and lift all the way up. Hands to heart. We'll take 2 big breaths here. Press the thumbs into the chest. Slow down the heart rate. Inhale, open the eyes and lift the arms up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Again, we'll bring our hands into heart center in prayer. Lift the right foot so we're balancing on the left. And we slowly send the right leg back. This is a variation of Warrior 3. We want to make sure that our hips are squared with the floor, not opening out to the side. And then with control, we lower down. We're going to find Warrior 2, opening out to the side. So our arms are lifted to shoulder height. We take the gaze to the front, middle finger. Nice bend in the left knee. And then with an exhale, we'll lower the left hand down to the floor and slowly lift up into Ardha Chandrasana. Right leg is lifted, as is right hand, and maybe we have the gaze up towards the right hand as well. Keep that belly strong, that breath even stronger. Last one. With the exhale, we bend the left knee and we find our Warrior 2 once again. Inhale and straighten the left leg. Bring the toes a little bit towards the inside, and we'll have the hands at the hips and lower down into a wide-legged forward fold. Last breath here. Heel toe the feet a little bit closer in, and this time the toes are pointed outwards and we drop the hips down to the heels. We find Malasana. Let's bring the palms together in front of the heart. We press the elbows into the knees, but we also have a lot of activation in the legs, so we're not just folding in here. The whole lower and upper body. The whole body is active. Last breath here. Inhale and lift up. We're going to get onto our toes again. Find our balance, suck in that belly, really lift through the core. Arms go straight up. We're on our tippy toes. And exhale, lower the heels down. Shake it out. Move in the hips. Take a little walk back to the front of the mat. Now, plant through the feet. Arms lift up with the inhale. Exhale, fold it forward. We inhale halfway up and we bring the palms together in front of the heart. We lift the left knee towards the chest, putting all of our weight into the right leg. And then we send that left leg back, finding our variation on Warrior 3 with the prayer hands. Keeping it nice and strong. Hips squared with the floor. We use our core strength and our breath to bend the right knee and slowly lower out into Warrior 2 on the other side. Make sure that you're totally centered. We're not crowding the ears with the shoulders. And then with an exhale, we can move that left foot a little bit closer if it makes it easier for you. We will lower our right hand down, lift the left leg and left arm up towards the sky for Ardha Chandrasana. Ooh. Not as stable on this side, but that's okay. Deep breath. Big in breath. Big out breath. And then with your next exhale, slowly lower. That wasn't very slow. Let's try that again. Slowly lower down to Warrior 2 once again. Feel the strength in your body here. Inhale and straighten the right leg. We turn that right foot so that our feet are parallel with the short edge of the mat this time, and we exhale and lower down, forward fold. Two breaths. Inhale and lift up. Walk the hands over to the right, turning both toes, both feet towards the front of the mat. Planting the hands, send the foot back so we're in plank. With an exhale, we drop the knees. We take a seat on the heels. Hands are on the thighs. Take a couple of deep breaths here. We'll inhale and lift the sit bones off of the heels. Walk the hands forward and step the right foot in between the hands. Once we're here, we want to make sure we have good alignment, knee over ankle. And if it's safe for your knee, we'll bend the left knee, reach back with the right hand to get a really good juicy quad stretch right here. Opening the heart out to the side. And going as deep into it as we feel like we need to today. If this is really bothersome for your knee, you can always fold over the edge of your mat and have your knee resting on a little bit more padding. That's a really useful trick. One more deep breath. With your next exhale, release your binds. We'll walk heel toe that foot out to the outer edge of your mat and maybe come down onto your forearms and get a nice deep hip stretch here. Try and use your breath to clear the mind, getting rid of all the distractions that are probably floating around you. If you're like me, there's not any kind of quiet space to do yoga in, even though I live in the middle of nowhere. There's always loud noises going on and people interrupting. So use your breath to just come into your practice, even if it's just for a few minutes in between interruptions. Just really check in. With an inhale, we'll lift up. We're going to turn towards the left, rotating the feet, lifting the left knee off of the mat, pointing that left foot, the left toes, and maybe we come into a bind, a little ninja bind, wrapping the right arm around the right knee, reaching the left hand behind the back. If this isn't available, that's totally fine. We can just reach and find the place where we end up. It doesn't need to be a full bind. With an exhale, we release the bind. We turn back to the front of the mat. We step forward so that we have both feet towards the top of the mat, and maybe find some space for a nice forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, if we need to, we can bend the knees to plant the hands, and we step back to plank. Inhale here, nice and strong. Exhale, drop the knees, sit back on the heels. Tops of the feet are on the ground, palms on your thighs. 2 big breaths here. Inhale, lift the hips off of the heels, plant the hands in front of you, step the left foot in between the hands. We find that great hip stretch. And then we move into a really nice quad stretch by bending the right knee, reaching the left hand back. And we find that heart opening and that deepening in the quad. Last breath here. Release the foot, lower it back towards the earth, heel toe that left foot to the left side of the mat, and we bring both hands on the inside of that foot. If we want to go a little bit deeper, we can lower down onto our forearms. Find your deep breathing, find your connection here with the breath, with your practice, no matter what else is going on around you. One more breath. With the inhale, we place the hands on the ground and we push up. And we'll be turning our feet towards the side of the mat, lifting the right knee off of the mat and pointing through those right toes towards the sky. We're in a little ninja lunge. Okay, right here, we'll use our left arm to wrap around the left leg, and maybe our right hand comes behind the back to come into a bind. Two more breaths. Release the bind. We turn towards the front of the mat. We press into the hands and step it forward into a forward fold. We bend the knees deeply, come up onto the balls of the feet, so lifting the heels up. And we slowly, with a lot of control, lift all the way up, using all of our balance to come up with a straight posture. Exhale, lower the heels, lower the hands, palms to the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, bend the knees to plant the hands. Find plank. Inhale here. And exhale, lower the knees. Sit back. Find a comfortable seat. Legs crossed in any way that feels good for you today. Arms are resting on the knees. We're going to take a couple of minutes here to do some alternate nostril breathing. This is a really good way to kind of close out our balance practice because we've done a lot of physical balance, but now we can go into our energetic balance. So we'll use our right hand, and you can use any combination of fingers that you want to use to close the nostrils. I personally use the Vishnu Mudra, and I have the right thumb and the right ring and pinky fingers available to close and open the nostrils. Okay, so the way this works is we'll close the right nostril and we take a deep inhale through the left. Then we use the ring and pinky fingers and the thumb to close both and hold the breath for just a moment. And then we open the right nostril and exhale. Really push everything out. Take a moment before taking your next breath, just enjoying that exhale, and then inhale through the right nostril. At the top of the breath, close both and hold. And then open the left and exhale. Push all the air out. We inhale through the left. Close both. Open the right, exhale. Inhale right. Close both nostrils and hold. Open the left and exhale. Inhale left. Hold the breath. Open right, exhale. In right. Hold the breath. Open left, exhale. Let's do that for 2 more full rounds, going at your own speed. And whenever you finish, you can rest your right hand on your right knee, breathing through both nostrils. Once you finish, just make sure that you're not holding any tension in the face, in the shoulder. Breathing through both nostrils. Enjoying these last few deep breaths of the practice. Put a lot of purpose to them, a lot of awareness. We bring the palms together in front of the heart, connecting the thumbs to the chest. Have a moment for gratitude. Gratitude for this life, for this practice, for this opportunity to begin again. Softly open the eyes, welcome in the light of the world. Have a little smile, and I say namaste to all of you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this practice, I have new classes every single week, so I would love to have you subscribe, push that button, send me a comment, do what you do. I would love to hear from you and to hear if you have any requests for future classes. I'm constantly recording and doing new things, so I'd love to hear from you. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.